Alright, hello everyone and welcome back. We're doing some more Final Fantasy XVI, trying to get these last missions going. Well, last mission's finished, and then maybe the final fight. Just quests nearby. Retrieve oil. Shipwright's
It's
tallow.
After what happened here. It's a miracle there was any left at all.
Yeah, that's fair. And then, oh. More oil.
This should be enough.
That's it. We just needed the oil. That's fair. I guess we'll go to the nearest thing. In the Dalamil Inn, where we have another quest to pick up. I think we have a few other things to pick up from mid, but we will see. Because we already have a lot going on. Yeah. Just more aptly just look at them.
Why the hell?
Oh, does it just automatically prioritize some of them? You know what? That's fine. We're gonna get them all done anyways.
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact.
You're really going to go through with this then?
There we are.
I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well, two, in fact.
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe, and provided for, and loved. The Hideaway.
Yeah, we'll take care of the kids.
Of course. The children would be more than welcome.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
Oh,
What is
hello.
it, Verda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in
Also,
the
I
Velcro.
had to
A
cough
damn
up
big
some
one.
mucus.
The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Joy.
Every last one of the bastards has turned. And they're headed this way.
Bandits are
Oh
one thing,
my.
but Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them.
Yeah.
We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Verda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Yeah. Taking allergy meds and Mucinex
change
to
of plan.
slow, or
The
not
children stay
slow,
with
but
me for now.
prevent that
I need you
mucus
to find
buildup
Conrad
a
and
little
Natalie.
bit more.
Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
Yeah. I see, we accept we're gonna take the kids, but I also...
You You have to listen to me. They're coming.
Yeah, in here.
You need to evacuate.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
Hello, Conrad.
Ah, it's you.
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Sorry.
Oh, do we? And who
I'd
was
check
it who
some
gave you
things.
this disturbing news, might I ask?
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak.
Rude.
You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about
Let
something
him
like this?
die.
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had
Let
not
them
been
all
unmasked,
die.
he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident where your sympathies lie. Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
You may not trust
Okay
me,
then.
but for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now be off with you.
Rude people.
You're making a mistake.
Let them die. They are rude.
If our words will not move them, then we must find another way.
Also, pet dog.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
You lied about being one of us, and you're lying.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Things, I guess. Ah. Hello, Ferda.
Lord Ferda,
Sid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted.
The bloody fools.
Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Ferda!
No.
I've been looking for you
Oh,
everywhere.
hello.
Victor, I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Lubor is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat. They don't sleep. They don't tire. And they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You who should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Just go. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes! Go!
Come on, then.
Lubor,
Wait, someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him! Ah! Ah! Oh. Oh. Ah. What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad? And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that? Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty? Who spends all day every day making sure things run smoothly around here?
Yeah.
And none of you ever say thank you. Ever. But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling? He keeps this whole place going. And you act like he doesn't even exist.
Lubor, we have heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
Yeah. Let's deal with them.
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage. And they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands.
Yeah, but you also
Town Guard
have
will muster at the north
the
gate.
last
The rest of
dominant
us
on
will
your
take the
side.
south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted.
It's not.
And as soon as it has been, we
Fan-
will
it's
converge
not
on its
massive,
position
I'd
and see
assume.
that it is driven back from Dalamil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done.
As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchant not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself. The main host is most likely still there, and Dalamil will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch.
A little gardening. How pleasant.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Luckily, so am I.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it. For Dalimil.
Yeah. We fight Akashic for Dalimil.
Looks like everyone's ready.
Yep. Lines in the sand is over here. Oh, wow. They're just all out here, huh?
Good. That will keep some of them out.
Good girl.
Here we go. Again, just having access to ambrosia is the best. Okay. I'm sorry I keep checking the map. I don't have the icon up because we're not gonna try and follow that too terribly harshly. Oh, also, I've been toying with my icons to make what feels like a nasty fighting strategy.
There it is. The flood. But what's waiting for us inside?
We're just gonna go all the way. They can deal with those Akashic. We need to deal with what's in here. Hello. Yeah, I've unlocked some things, redone my numbers, and yeah. We have a rather nasty build idea. Based off of what we've had already. Things that I really like. For I would say different reasons, but it's mostly the same reason. We also capped out Zentetsuken, so it's fun in its own right.
Too slow.
Seems like we lost damage there. Like just some damage didn't happen. And then laser beam finisher. Wow, you're tough. You got a lot of health. Burn him down as much as we can. Oh yeah, I have Garuda for grabbing things. And him for this. I like that. I say for this, and the dude just takes a brick of a fist to the head. Sorry. Conversations going on.
The League is disbanded. I
Yeah.
should get back to Dalimil and see how the others fared.
We dealt with probably the worst of it there. Oh, fingers.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubor, Sir Clive has returned.
Oh, cool.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
Yup.
We bloody did it!
We saved Dalimil.
Lubor, allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
But we did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, Lubor. Dalimil needs you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
Hey, yay. It's all going right
You
now.
remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character.
There you go.
It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The man who saved Dalimil twice over.
Or more.
I
Potentially.
see. But I will only accept your proposal on 2 conditions.
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the
Okay.
Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start. Unity is the key to defending Dalimil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalimil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we failed to do, and came so close to losing everything.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of Dalimil, as you always have.
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some sort of special hat?
Maybe.
How fickle fate can be. Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving Dalimil in disgrace. And
Seems like you're
now,
good.
I find myself her leader. Here. For everything.
We have things and stuff.
Lubor. About the children.
Fear not, you are of course relieved of your responsibility. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children, but everyone in Dalimil.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your hard work going to waste.
Oh, what are they gonna say? Oh, nothing, I guess. We were just here to, to, you know, well, we were here to check on him, but also we ended up picking, well, we ended up getting a mission that was save, collect kids. Briar's Kiss signboard, yeah. And, yeah. Sounds good to me. Alright, where is the next nearest? It's over here out of this town. Which is pretty good because, honestly, we can buy something here. Which I don't know what it is. I don't know why I keep checking like that.
Would you like to see my wares?
Oh, you could just buy a Defender, Circle of Heaven. Oh, you could just buy the some of the better gear in the game there. I'm not going to sell those yet. However,
I'll take it off your hands.
We can sell this because we probably are not going to need it.
Anything else you don't want? Thanks. Anything else you don't want?
There we go. And just in case we needed it for something else later. Is all that was for. That's all.
Let's go.
Yeah. We ride to wherever this next place is. Hello, Storm Panther.
No mistakes. Here we are again. Carava, if you were a tortoise toggle, where would you hide?
Ah, yes. It is super turtle hunting time. Ta-da!
It looks like we found him.
Waken wind!
Just blast him down. We're not gonna see him a whole lot, but it's fine. Oh wow, you hit hard. That's fine though. Oh, you bounced there. That is interesting. Oh, we're doing very little damage because we're not hitting her in the face. Should have thought about that. Let darkness fall. That is a word. Or those are words, I should say. Is Intensican gonna do good damage here? Yeah, it seems so. Headshot. This time the laser beam should do good damage. Because we're getting headshots. Ta-da! Turtle slain.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
Oh yeah. Cool. Then we just go over here to Tabor and try a new mission.
The bearer of the burning quill is within my...
Okay. What we got?
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, you found a letter from Father?
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
Know that I must ask of you this coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of blight still looms, and only with all Rosarius driving as one might we last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way. It shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you may be reminded of the love and faith that I hold for both of you. Your father.
An inheritance?
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the Twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides. Those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril.
Okay. Sure.
Shall we then?
Yeah. To the archive. Get what we can. Cyril's guess. Yeah. That makes sense.
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both.
Oh, that's
Alas,
cool.
He did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these, works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
Simurg in Titan's Wake? Okay. Cool.
Titan's Wake is to the south.
There is another thing.
But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Hello, Cyril. What else you got for
Lord
me?
Marquis, if you have a moment.
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry.
More
in our
stuff
ongoing
over there,
investigation.
sure.
He sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
That's honestly not
Was he
surprising.
surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years.
Simurg.
We believe it may have
Is
some
Simurg
connection to the
bird?
Circle of Malleus.
Right.
An ancient religion that worshipped Ultima as its god. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more of the Circle's original beliefs.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash? A continent teeming with orcs and Akashic?
Yep.
Fully cognizant of the risks, yes. I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the Third Chair, a master of the arts of combat and survival both. Though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far refrained from sending any others in search of him, lest they be lost in turn. Yet, it seemed only right to inform you of the situation, given your unique experience of the perils of Ash. For as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do to abandon a man to his fate, when he might yet be saved.
Yeah. Duty undying.
It would not.
Let's do it.
But Ash is a big place. Can you be any more specific?
Perhaps. The last owl I received from him mentioned a village where he had heard the cult were wont to assemble. Mickleburg was its name. It lies in the southern reaches of Waloed. If aught ill befell him, I expect it did so there.
Right. I'll see what I can do.
You are much too kind, my lord. Go then
we do
with
this.
my hopes, and may the Firebird's flame ever burn in your heart.
Go for it. We still have plenty of other things to do before we make it that far, but the nearest thing is there from the Gilded Path. We ride. Come on. Boop, boop.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
What is this creature? Like... Okay, it's another griffin. But it's a griffin named Smorg. Surprising that it didn't make me jump off of Witch's Ladder?
Nice try.
Oh, that's scary. That'll actually throw you into the air. That's neat. I don't understand why that's not dodgeable sometimes. Just at all.
Too slow.
Yeah, that just seems wrong because I've had other things that do similar, but they're more easily dodgeable. Also, Smorg has a lot of health. Why is it called Kingslayer?
Nice try.
I'm going early on that.
Too slow.
Yeah, because that attack doesn't really ever give you the thing that... would do the best. Like the dodge icon. Just seems Problematic. Try. Heartstone, Wirite, and Sharp Fangs.
Is this the heart?
We can just go back. I don't know why a griffin had a stone in its heart, but sure. Well, there's also something to buy over in Buckland anyways. Goditha.
Oh, thank the founder you were safe. The griffin
Something
is
like
slain
that.
then?
And a heartstone claimed.
Dad. Oh, huh. Oh, right, because you needed 2 of them.
Yes, this radiant luster like frozen flame. It is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so
The griffin
proud.
have 2 stones in its heart.
Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly.
Lapidary?
If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut
Don't know what that
and
means.
set forthwith.
I'm guessing it's not actually going to be like an improvement thing.
The armbands are complete.
Okay.
Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the
Okay.
graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
Sure.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms.
To be fair, I think the
Let those
Phoenix has
enemies be
shielded
overcome.
Clive more than Clive has shielded the
His
Phoenix.
Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining
Either
the steadfast
way.
custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand.
What is it?
The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them.
They might not have
So-
seen.
How were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late.
Oh boy.
When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
Okay.
The founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued.
You just
Until Lord
followed
Cyril
the thing.
appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered. And that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
Yeah.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord.
Loyal
Your
service.
Grace, for coming back to us. For giving my service meaning.
Oh yeah, she didn't know they were alive, so she was just doing this. Exit. What happens
The
here?
bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is.
Fun.
And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to.
Yeah.
What do you say, Clive? Shall we pay Father a visit?
Let's go.
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it. For it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Okay.
Thank you, Cyril.
Yeah. That's all the way back in Rosaria, but we can go do that. It's not a problem.
Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
It definitely wouldn't be out here. And we could go maybe finish that one up. I think we'll stay outside of that area before. Or rather... Oh! Okay, I've passed by that memorial a lot. I did some
unwavering will and
stuff
an
out
unbreakable
here.
bond.
Akashic
We're strong enough.
Blossom.
Save the world?
Oh, the Akashic Blossom just had a gill bug.
To have overcome Father's political enemies. Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
It's just back there.
Yep. Has the helmet been back here this whole time, too? That wouldn't surprise me, really.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself.
Yeah.
Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I do love
I shall be
that.
borrowing this, Father, if I may.
Borrowing?
You might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
I'm curious if Joshua... Hello? What's going on? That's very cool. It's one of those you feel the presence of the dead.
We won't lay you down.
That's good.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Quest complete. Okay. Rusted battle helm displayed in Clive's quarters. Yeah, a lot of these are probably going to end up getting us those primarily. Huh. Was he not already? Oh yeah, I guess he would be there. Oh, now that I've got Joshua's help. I can go from Bachland. Things should be slightly easier, but I thought I had him in my party already. Hello, merchant.
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait.
I don't need any of those, but I'm still gonna get them.
You're welcome anytime.
All.
Do you see that too?
Oh yeah. The pillar in the sky. Just way out there. Kind of forgot that existed.
What is it? Oh, please. Just make it stop. I'm scared.
Hello, Ambrosia. Just hiding over there. I wonder how easy it would have been to get... Oh, I think at certain story points you can't do everything. But I wonder how easy it would have been to wait until all the missions were available. Or the quests. And then do them all. Just kind of rapid fire. I think things just would happen. That would stop you.
It can't be Rutherford, can it?
Rutherford. Okay. Hello.
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him. Soil and stone!
Here. Soil and stone have a burn instead. Here. Come here. No, not you. I was hoping you would come closer. And you. Okay, never mind. Here. The rest get the wind, you get the laser beam. Because I am just evil.
It's over.
And you just come here. Into the blender. Ta-da! We win!
A little longer than I'd have liked.
Fair.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
That is...
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now, we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw.
That is fair.
I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dhalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Whom?
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
Is it gonna be Otto or
my lord
uncle or Gav? Like, those three seem reasonable.
Your lord uncle bade me escort the field marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
Boom.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin.
Oh.
I hope
yeah,
I can convince
that's
him at least.
not a bad idea. So we're going to... yeah, Balmung Dark. For Quentin. Ooh, and we can do something in Lost Wing along the way. Because there's something in Lost Wing. Oh. Never mind. I thought there was. It's more that there's something in Balmung.
Come on.
Run
like the wind.
Let's go. Hello. Ambrosia. We fly, we ride, we run. That timed a little too well with the music.
Thanks, Cal.
Like, not perfectly, but a little too well.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now?
Mm-hmm.
Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on, then. Propose.
What do we have?
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far?
Yeah.
They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
Yep.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm
getting at.
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
Yeah?
a stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Yeah, that's just
Hopefully
a
not for
thing.
long.
We're dealing with
My
it.
uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Hello. Since we're here, to Northreach to do these two missions, because Uncle is probably back at the base, isn't he? Yup. Oh yeah, return to the hideaway to speak to Byron.
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
Who'd you think?
Over here, maybe? Oh. There you are,
I'm nervous.
Nazir.
Well met, Sid.
Hello.
This is the Initiate. Ember, present yourself. At your service,
Ember.
Master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The Sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic,
No water.
support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine Cursebreaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember.
Yeah.
Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
Sure. Now what?
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way.
Okay, so
Well,
we
that's
just run over there with him. Easy enough.
Trust me.
We'll get this one Hello? There you are.
Let's go.
Ta-da!
Faster.
Don't really need to use the potion, so I ain't gonna. So, did those were those armbands an actual item, or what? No, because that's all we got that was new. Oh, wait. Founder's Grasp. Okay, so it's honestly probably better than the Sons of Ouroboros, because, well, it's 50 health. Like, health is not necessarily, like, health and defense in this aren't necessarily useful. They're just kind of there.
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not.
What have we got here?
Damn it.
Ah, yeah. A
Ember,
Drake.
draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me. My turn!
Come on. Beat it down. Laser beams. Always. Did not get a chance, did he? Just too much. Too much, I suppose. Oh, and just a dragon talon out of that.
Ember, are you?
Where did he go?
Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is then.
feel like there would be a chest around here, but probably not one worth a thing. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I've already opened it.
Come on.
Fly up.
So why am I not just doing this? It's faster. Let's see what's up here.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you.
Oh,
He must have
no.
fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but
He's
apparently
not here. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Hey? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
he has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
Yeah. There we go. Cool.
This won't be an easy decision.
I mean, I assume it's gonna be fine. We might go to the hideaway before we head to the next area, see if there's any hunts that have unlocked because of
I would speak with this
quests we've completed.
Saw the captain just now.
No, he's no longer the captain. Hello, Isabel.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizen's watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier, if only for a few nights.
Yeah, we got this.
Of course. Whatever you
Let's
need.
knock it out.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you? Philippe told me he had men stationed at...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Hello.
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble.
Ah.
I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak.
Fair.
I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please.
Is
Proceed.
what we're actually
As
doing
you
just
know,
gonna keep
my father is a
getting
most overbearing
interrupted?
and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action. Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason.
Yeah, it seems that way.
He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle... drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival.
Ah.
But he is wrong.
Yeah.
It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people.
That's true.
He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him. By all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady.
Yeah.
Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
False hope, I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
Whoa. She's kind of a bitch, too.
Indeed.
Like her father.
But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch. But perhaps it's better that you heard them from him.
Sure.
I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
We got it.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
Sure. Sure. And just outside. I was about to teleport over there, but it's just outside.
Your town needs you.
For a second, I felt like I lost control of the character. I don't know why.
What does the dame have to
Still
say about
forward.
this? So you are content to abandon the people?
Oh, hello.
Please,
Sabine.
I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
Okay, Sabine. Do whatever you're gonna do.
She cornered you too, then?
You hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
They're back.
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
Okay.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
Sure. Clive is just somehow in charge of defending now the entirety of the twins.
Come on.
Doing stuff others just can't quite manage. What is this spawn?
Damn it. The reports were true.
Encroaching
I need to stop
revenant.
them before they get to the
Okay.
town.
Let's do it like this. Okay, there are more spawning. Ta-da! Oh, who's curing? Nope, we need to get over there. So all this effort doesn't go to waste. No, don't lock onto that one. Lock onto the one that's healing. Now it doesn't matter so much. Enemies slain. There you go. That worked. At least it worked better.
Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive, it's me. Are you alright?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, that's something, I suppose.
Yeah.
But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople, stirring up ill feeling towards her father. But she'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? This is exactly what the Dane was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
Blue murder? Not bloody? I'm confused. But sure, blue murder.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword.
Okay.
A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore.
Okay.
You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Brandit.
Okay.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Griga?
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
Interesting.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order!
Sure.
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
We don't have very many, but yeah, let's go.
But she is but a common...
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell.
It's almost like you have no actual connection to the people of this town, and giving orders and saying things doesn't get you anywhere.
The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady.
Fair enough.
I'll play my part too.
We go.
You still won for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
Yeah,
all right.
Fair.
But take care.
Thank you.
I mean,
both of you.
With how strong I currently am, I might
Till then,
honestly be able to manage that.
When the fighting begins...
Honestly, this would be the moment for like a 200-300 thrall fight to happen. Or like a bunch of different small things. Potentially.
There are so many of them.
Not for long.
Okay.
We burn it all. Then set up the tornado to hit whatever comes next.
Is it over? No. It's only just begun.
Oh, just an Undertaker here? Okay.
Let's try.
We got that. Also, thank you for the follow. Evac, Omnis. Get fucked. You're just another... You're probably of the same fucking company. All you Eva twats. Actually, what I should be doing is reporting you, not just banning you. No. Sorry about this. I have to. I'm only using bots to. Okay. Yeah, we're blocking the user and banning them. And yeah, no. There we go. Pointless follower. Waste of time. Anyways. Ta-da. I do like the Undertakers. They are fun fights. Laser beam. No, I expected more. Honestly. That's fine.
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Sorry, I'm
Well,
frustrated by
it seems we've survived.
the bullshit.
For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
AI generated
You were right.
garbage. Like, I even paid for this one that's around me now, and I'm pretty sure it was bullshit, but they finally got me.
I had thought that the
Only way
Granted,
to
I
unite
only
the
spent
people
so
was
much
under the banner of Empire.
on it, but yeah. It's not terrible, but
without a
I am so
strong hand
fucking
to guide them,
tired of the
They would
goddamn
drift apart.
bot companies trying to make
Borne
money
hither
off
and
of
yon by the
streamers.
eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together.
Regardless of what I've done,
Not by
I will
force.
tell everyone, spend your money on
Nor by
actual
the
artists,
exercise of
not
goddess-given
graphic
authority.
designers that come to your chat
Simply being
to
one
ask
of
if you
them.
need graphic designs.
By
'Cause
knowing what
they are
feel.
fucking useless.
Because you feel it yourself.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory, while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
You have the right of it again. As did you, Sabine.
Sure.
Radiant said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. I forgot that. And I am sorry.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt. But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, your Ladyship, I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief. And today there are more than ever before.
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed. In these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
You're right.
Doo-doo-doo.
If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, milady, but you still do. The dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together. And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you.
Well said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning. Not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
Well, since there's nothing more to be done here, I should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
Sure. Speak with Isabel.
Can we get you anything?
Also,
There's no need to worry.
I saw several
just
soldiers being towed to the
frustration building
They'll be.
because of that bullshit.
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'll be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm, but I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the crystalline dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer.
Spine.
He was my master's guard.
Crack.
The gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach.
Wait, is the captain of the guard a
Veil that
bear?
took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
I see.
He passed away.
That makes more sense.
Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief. Shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister.
It is very kind.
And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter. All united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
Yay. Quest complete. We're getting up there. Oh, hey! There's an orichalcum. So Veil signboard and an orichalcum. That's good. Is there anything else out here we need to do? No, it's all across the way. What? Why is there a new mission over here? Oh, there's a few things over here. You know what? That's fine.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak.
Yep.
They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his, but yes.
Another outlaw, then.
Yep.
Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Yeah.
Uncle.
Go for it.
Assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations.
Of course, it did take a little persuasion.
Okay.
But luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon.
Oh.
And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
Okay.
I'm happy to hear it.
Fun.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Oh, just we're at Rosfield Manor. Sure.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
Okay.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
Triunity? Okay.
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
Sure.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sacrandal. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Cool. The Triunity Accord. Obelisk. We get dropped off at the bottom here anyways. Go back to climbing up. Is there... Oh right, that is for Ember. Oh, yeah, there's just more.
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial.
Okay.
From what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not. Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim.
Yeah.
And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conk and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Correct.
One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Yeah. Cool.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the Cursebreakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things really do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
Quest complete. Ta-da! Oh, hey, pile driver. Also, we have some hunts, actually, finally. That should push us to the edge we need. Ah, okay. Knight of the Splendent Heart and the Grim Reaper. Okay, both in Sanbreck. Now let's, you know what? Let's get what we need out of here first. Then we'll do the hunt. then we'll do some more quests. Because we would like Götterdämmerung.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realized I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And
a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
This is about the kids.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Cog. Jocelyn. Because that they were talking
Sid,
about her scales.
Is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales.
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember.
Yeah?
We saved it,
Fair.
just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Bag of bits. So just
Since your lesson,
stuff.
we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find.
All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look,
They're failing to put things back together and just
I
keeping
found it.
the bits. The parts. Oh no.
Is
You're
that
not
all?
telling
Just the
anybody.
gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sid.
That seems like a good idea. Oh boy. Sure. Alright, back down to Mid. And she doesn't call you Sid, which is reasonable. Considering
Well,
Sid was her
grab it.
dad. Brass cogwheel.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own, but with the right cog in the right place. Well, you just wait and see. That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't.
Okay, so wait, that is actually supposed to take off?
Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other.
Yeah.
People lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I guess my phone's dead. Let me go drop this on the charger for a minute.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head? Or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
But my phone also should probably not be dead.
My dad always said there were two ways of living
So that's
life.
concerning.
Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one. So that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out.
Yeah.
I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
So yeah, we're just gonna... That's fair enough, I suppose. We're gonna finish with the airship.
If I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for.
Yeah.
Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all.
I mean, the power of it already is pretty
dream
good.
big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
There we go. Quest complete. 2615 and model airship. Yeah, so all of these are slowly combining into, well, not combining, but developing into having it all. Okay, so yeah, my phone just died for some reason. Might have had it doing something. I might have actually knocked it off the charger before going to bed last night. It was awkwardly placed this morning. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's just more. Why so many missions, though? Or quests, even. Hello. Oh, this is Gav. For some reason I thought that was going to be one of the cooks. Because
You
it's
alright?
in the kitchen. Silver linings.
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Eda's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Eda's due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
Yes, what is
Right
it?
then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
Okay.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught lucky in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I'd try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need. A feather.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's.
Yeah.
I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let
Oh,
you know
is
if I find
Ambrosia
anything.
not silver? She's
You're
just
a good
white?
friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
Okay. Like, sure. I'd have expected maybe Ambrosia would have worked there. But never mind. We just keep getting more things. I also get things over here, but we'll check on that in a moment. That which conquers all, where there's a, yeah, wages of fate, a new day, and concern for Jill.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Yes. And then... oh, it is starting to look nice in here, too. There we have an unbroken streak from the very start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 9, and then another 3, and then another 4. We're getting there. Oh yeah, we should talk to Joshua. Which I guess he... so many things. Hello, Joshua.
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying We should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
Hey, Renton. Renee. Yes, I say words, and they're probably wrong. How are you doing? We're still working on some of these quests for Final Fantasy XVI. A lot of them come down to having just longer, drawn-out conversation. I'm alright.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has
We're
what
gonna
Gav
be
need.
trying to find
Excuse me.
a
I'm
silver
looking for something.
chocobo.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Or at least a
Or maybe
feather.
not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here.
Okay.
There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo. Near some gutted hovel. Not
That is
far
the
from
bird.
east.
Like the one standing
Most
behind him.
took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there
But of
was
a
some
different
truth to
color.
his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Alright, we need to speak with more merchants. Just in the area.
Look, Daddy. Shining so
Did
brightly.
I just trip? Did I
Isn't
just
it
trip on a
pretty?
chicken? I might have. There we are.
Can I help you with something?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
Sure.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Like, I've seen some weirder stuff.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy.
Yeah. That's a chocobo. And they can come in multiple colors. Interestingly.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
There you are.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone. Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicerine.
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
Yeah,
You're probably right.
Makes a lot of sense.
Thank you anyway.
If silver chocobos were deemed
A silver chocobo
lucky.
sighted in the hills near Rhiannon Tried. It sounds almost too good to be true.
Yeah. Cool.
Ooh. But since I'm already here,
This is also the area where we found Ambrosia, which is our white-feathered chocobo. So they might know something about that. Also, I assumed silver was just white. So I thought I could have just grabbed... I mean,
run like the wind.
the silver gray feathers on its butt makes sense, right?
Can hardly make it.
But let's go see what the other one looks like. Oh, there's some fallen. Still further along the way.
Tracks. We're not left by bandits for a change.
Yep, those are some Chocobo tracks.
More tracks. And these look fresh. The Chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is.
It also probably would have been smart of them to maybe not hunt the Chocobo, but more so raise silver Chocobos.
I don't hear anything.
But there's a feather. There's also a nest.
Well, I'll be damned.
Well, that looks the same color as Ambrosia, though. Yeah. They're the same color as Ambrosia.
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
But alright then. We're done with that. Right. Like, it's just... And then the Akashic Chocobos, which apparently aren't necessarily supposed to happen. At least not easily. Also, whatever's here. Oh yeah, this is where those flowers we were talking about.
This is the place, but...
I'm sorry, Clive.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but... it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone at the backyard? To the hideaway, then.
Yeah, I guess all of these are dead. Joy. We could just go back to the hideaway. Sure. Like, there's slight differences, but they're so close to being the same.
Knows where to find snow daisies.
It was
Hey,
no
Gav.
trouble.
Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
Was that Ember? I just realized it's another, like...
Crystal's crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off.
Yep.
And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me.
Carving's probably a hobby you can get into pretty easily
with a sword.
as a scout.
And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid.
Sure.
I slew one of my own at
Oh,
last.
hey.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go.
Oh. Yeah, just a good luck pendant for the baby. That
I think
of
if
the
you
lady
ever
we
hang up your
found
scouting cap, you'll be able to make
on
an
the
honest
other
living.
side of the Narrow.
Oh, will I?
In Ash.
I
realize a lot of this stuff, if you don't know what's going on with the story so far, is
You can give it
just
to yourself.
empty air. But hey, it is on YouTube if you were invested. The Triunity, treasure hunt. Just getting different messages. Why is there something in the infirmary? Although it's not new.
First the skies, then the
Sure.
Say what you will.
Let us go see if these farmers can, or gardeners, can give us these flowers that we were looking for.
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Sure.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilerfeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Yeah. Sure. But also to the infirmary, because there's something going on there. And it might be the finale to a quest, which I'm fine with. Although, also, if we're going to Sambrak, we can do the hunts that are out there. That'll be fun. Because it has been a minute since I've gotten to kill something. And it gets, it gets an itch. Mostly a joke. But too much talking definitely scratches the wrong part of the brain. Hello. Nice. Oh, right. This would be... yeah, the game looks...
milords.
or is very nice.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is...
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like.
My bad.
It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way.
Add, also...
I mean, a baby. To let them know that they're part of the family, too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, milords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced.
Be. So, oh, well, no, the ad's still going.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother.
This is gonna be sad. Also, if you've never played a Final Fantasy, one of the things that has been very consistent across all of them is that for their generation of game, like each Final Fantasy has pushed the edge of what is the nicest looking games,
like the spineless little arsehole
just because of how they do.
Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader.
I also might have missed what he was saying there.
And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why?
Oh.
You're our best scout.
Gav's family was killed. I missed that entirely because I was talking.
Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it.
Oh,
and here
man.
you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone.
Yeah. Like I said, Final Fantasy is always a very pretty game.
Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
Sure. That's very sweet. Yeah, no. Just the Holy Empire came and killed Gav's family.
I may have had one too many.
Yeah.
You may have had 10 too many.
Debatable.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
Final Fantasy also can be very sad. It's got its ups and downs of emotional trauma. Wintermead. This one's also very different from most of the others because of certain things. Alright. I need to go check on the hunts. Yeah, good storytelling. Also, none of them are typically tied to each other unless they are offshoots of the original numbered game. So that makes them also quite interesting. Alright, Cape Orsi and Penitence Gate. Okay, and Sanbrek. So now, you're gonna see me kill something, really. I'm trying to figure out where the other one is. I can see that. With the Star Wars. I don't know where that other one is. Seven Hall, there's Wheat, Field, East Watch, I know this one. Ah, that's why I can't get to that easily. Yeah, we're gonna go beat something up real quick.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Yeah, Final Fantasy also, like, it looks pretty, has good music, has typically good storytelling. Sometimes you might get lost in the storytelling, like, certain things don't translate well in some of them.
I haven't seen any of those beastly... Do be careful.
I will.
Alright, Ambrosia.
Ready, go?
Yeah.
Run like the wind.
Fighting first, other thing next. Yeah, originally is Japanese. Or at least the origin language. I just hear goblins making noise behind me. So anything that's Akashic is being kind of hindered and hurt by this blue energy that's around here. Really? There was a teleporter right there? That would have been nice to have a while ago. Because I could have just done this to get here. Hello.
Thanks, Cal.
Mr. Lancer. Alright, now you get to see me fight. Knight of the Splendent Heart. He is a Dragoon. He does jump attack. Oh, he's just leading with Mirage Dive? Okay.
Throws his highness to madness on your knees.
Sure.
He hasn't heard. And it doesn't look like he's willing to listen.
Your death will sound.
Just slow.
Don't mind that some of it does look like nothing's happening. Mirage Dive again, okay. Oh, that means I can actually hit Mirage Dive there. We're gonna cast a Tornado. This is not typical of most Final Fantasy games, by the way. Most of them are more akin to turn-based combat. This one's more of an action-adventure RPG. The Final Fantasy VII Remake kind of took into that, too. Also, Laser Beam. Oh yeah, can't hit him because the Mirage Dive makes him untargetable. Phantom March? What does this do? I've not seen that attack. Oh, that's cool.
Too slow.
You can't dodge. When you can't hit him, you just make sure you dodge. He's got good stamina too. But that might not be enough. Phoenix Fire. And Laser Beam for finish. Ta-da! Yeah, that's not typical. Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh.
Dion would have been glad to have you back at his
Oh,
side.
wait, we killed him. I thought he was about to get up. Yeah. There's a lot to it now. I don't know where the other one is. It might actually just be out over here. Oh yeah, it's past this. Cool. That works. And honestly, we'll just take Ambrosia from here. One thing I don't like about even just kind of like this is a pseudo what'd I call it? I guess I would just call it a pseudo open world game. Is that I don't like horses in video games. They make them just because of horses, you end up moving too slow on your own in a lot of cases. Or you have awkward and limited mobility. The best open worlds I've played have just not had horses, like Spider-Man and God of War, where the limitation isn't that they are faster, it's just a completely separate mode of travel, or it's your only natural mode of travel, like Spider-Man's web slingers are, or web swinging, I should say. Have I just not been over here? That would not surprise me.
Just the one of you, eh? Meadows of Must. Where do we even start?
It is interesting that there was just the one. Is he something special, maybe? Honestly, let's just go see.
Be safe.
Because, yeah. Although he might just be the last in his family line. Pokemon Arceus did it. Yeah, that's okay. There are better ways, I think, but Arceus still just it's a horse. You have a horse or a bird or glider, I guess you could say. A lot of them don't always hold up well.
Faster.
But I also, with Arceus, getting around was typically never, not necessarily the end goal of getting from A to B. Hello? It seems we have found our flowers. Let's start a tornado.
See them? The flowers. Our friends.
Also, my fighting style with this is a lot of stagger damage, so that when we get to, like, the bigger boss creatures, I can stagger them down pretty easily and do big damage with, like, the laser beam. Oh, what is this?
What do you see, boy?
Who is after us? Oh, hello.
Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
It is Bolt. Ow, you hit me. Yeah, it's like this. So I'm burning his stamina down a lot quicker than his actual damage. That I can yank him to the ground, put more damage on him. And now that he's here, we can blast him with a violent laser beam. And yeah, we just pull a chunk of his health out. And then this one actually does good damage too. Zentetsuken. And then we just start on stamina burn again. And when I'm out of the other abilities, I just do a... Oh, hello. Yeah, no, I wanted him. Did not expect the other ones to come raging in. But that's fine. And just all of this kind of builds up to the point where we have really good damage against whatever we're fighting. And then we just finish it off with another violent laser beam. While the Worgen are up there being battered around by a tornado. Ta-da! Fight style. Oh. Hey, level 49, which means we are that much closer to being level 50, which is the game cap.
That was harder than I expected.
But yes, we did find our flowers.
It was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
Oh,
She'll love them.
Oh yeah, the animations are great.
Come on.
The music's good. Like, hopefully, depending on how much time I actually have left, we can show off an Ifrit fight. Or, as I call them, kaiju battles. Because those are also fun. But it's hard to do that in the time I typically give myself for it.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you.
Today we were just trying to do the side quests. Like, not even... These aren't even main story quests or main story fights. I'm just trying to get through them so that when I do the main story stuff, I have everything. It says, return to the hideaway and speak to Jill. It returned to me manually, or automatically, to the hideaway. Which means I have to run out there again to fight the other thing. A hideaway welcome. And then a lot of these quests have been giving me this stuff. Yeah, you could, for most Final Fantasy games, you can tend to play them for a while. Like, this one has a whole thing where I haven't done it yet, but there are some story changes if you go into New Game Plus with it, where New Game gives you a cap of level 50, New Game Plus gives you a cap of level 100, I think.
It's, not here.
As well, you get a weapon.
Sudden, but
like,
how would you fancy a trip to
I'm close to having the strongest weapon for a new game, and then once you beat the game and play it in New Game Plus, when you start it, it gives you a weapon that I think has double the amount of damage on it. So yeah, that's a thing.
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. Yeah,
Like I think I've done 3 3-hour sessions a week since the game came out.
Anything.
and I'm still playing it.
We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget?
Oh.
You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother.
Oh yeah.
But I felt wonderful.
June 22nd. Yeah, that's... You like collecting? That is fair.
I had no idea what I was getting at both ends.
I would say it's probably not the biggest of collecting games. I can't bear
to see you like that.
But it's an accomplishment level game, I think.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard
that's something
your
I
mother
believe
talking about
Square does a good job of, which Square Enix is the people that make Final Fantasy. They do a good job of making you want to collect things because it gives you a reasonable reward, or powerful reward even.
No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. a pawn at best.
And sometimes it turns out to be
I
nothing.
felt so trapped. So lonely.
But if you don't do everything, you don't get the powerful reward.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget that feeling.
They're also a couple. I think they've confirmed that they're a couple. It's hard to tell sometimes. Because they're very vague about it.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No clue.
No. What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun.
Oh.
And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me.
Yeah.
And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is...
Is this how they're going to confirm them as a relationship?
I don't know.
Oh, she made a flower crown.
Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small.
Okay, that's
I need
interesting.
some space to spread my wings.
Then... that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
Yeah. So apparently outside of the twins, which is the realm... Okay, they're that, yeah. There is more to the world, but it has been taken over by the Blight. And what they're hoping is that if we beat the thing that's in the giant crystal above everybody right now, we get to...
I'll treasure it forever.
We get to stop the Blight happening, because apparently those crystals sucking up the energy is what's causing the Blight to spread, because it's draining the magic from the corners of the world.
It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
That's cool. Yeah.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Quest complete. And 2720, Snow Daisy Garland, Shiva's Kiss. Oh. Neat. So just reduces diamond dust cooldown time by 7.5 seconds. That's fun. Wait. Good enough. Thumbnails. Gotta remember to do those. Okay, so Jill is in the party, I guess my brother is not. Actually, we can check. No. Yeah, Jill has replaced him. That's fine, too. Alright. So... we are mostly done here. The fun thing is we still have to go over here and do stuff. Oh, wait, we needed to do Sanbrek. Which is... oh, cool. Also, I wanted to check add in progress. Feels like we don't get enough done between each ad, but whatever. There was something to hunt nearby.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Let's go do that. Just further along. There is something out here to hunt. Kashik Dragonette. No. Kashik Avis. Huh. Let's just light them all on fire real quick. And laser beam. And why not add a tornado on top? Yeah, just sweet things and sad things all around. Alright, Ambrosia.
Let's go.
I thought there was supposed to be something over here, but maybe not. Oh, wait. Maybe it's you. You might be what I'm here to hunt. Oh yeah, you're definitely not normal.
Thanks, girl.
Ah, Prince of Death. Sure. Yeah, you're not normal, but... Well, that whole conversation was going on. The Prince of Death was just standing over here, being a notorious mark. Because why not? Probably shouldn't have done the laser beam there, but that's fine. No matter what, it is going to do heavy damage.
Nice try.
Yep, he hit me. Oh no. wow, that's a lot of damage. But he has a lot of health. But he's not allowed to do anything anymore. Because we just piled down on him with all of what we could do. Although he might be able to get up after this one, depending. Soul Harvest? Sounds scary.
Let's try.
Soul Harvest might have been scary. Hey, we got... Oh, okay. That means we have all the dark steel we need.
I'm getting tired of these things.
I need one more orichalcum, which is nice. Not a new thing over there, so let's go this way and work on finishing more quests. I'll give it till about 1 for myself because I still have to go shopping for foods. Down back through Halfcomb. Right, you cannot summon the bird in town, even though it is a town that is empty. I was hoping that one would get us up to level 50. But it did not. And that is fine.
Ready, go?
Because we will be progressing more. Wait, I've been down through there before, haven't I? Like, I don't even remember where I'm, or what I'm doing in places anymore. I'm just doing the quests because they're here. Try that again.
Might this be Mickelberg?
Mickelberg? Hello? Oh, yeah. Okay, it's just a city. Hello?
These people aren't turned.
Mm-hmm.
And the village seems safe enough at least.
Here be Rosefields?
What is going
Or
on
Rosfields?
Ah. Did you too heed the call?
Heed the call?
Maybe.
No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed.
Okay.
This village is their altar, where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves?
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Are they willingly?
Be reborn in your loving arms.
Hey, Oddwolf.
Free
Welcome to
us
the lurk.
from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved.
I'm just trying to get through the last
Forgive me,
of the quests.
But did another foreigner
and
like me
hunts.
come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Storm?
Hmm.
Yes. He's staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Okay.
Thank you. If you don't mind,
This
I'll
is
go and greet
creepy.
him.
They seek the same
We've also killed their king.
Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Just, you know, don't mention that we killed their king. Did I say that one already? I feel like I'm repeating myself.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you?
Oh, man.
Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the
Today's
third
weather
chair.
has been really nice.
I am.
The third
Cyril was
chair.
worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Okay.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith.
Yeah.
The more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers, have you not?
They're being creepy.
They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day
being
that
a
they
bit
might be rid of
crazy.
their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... 'tis different.
No.
It is more.
Okay, that works, I guess. Alright.
And so I
was
see it
curious
through
if
to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their
if that
dream,
link would take you to
that they might do their duty to their Lord,
instead
even
of
if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't
that's
you?
fine.
I do, my lord.
Twitters.
They would cast aside their wills and become a Kashik. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great...
Ooh, something happened.
Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
I'll go and find out what. Stay here.
I'm guessing they all turned.
An ether flood. Oh no.
Yeah, Eighth Flood, and they're probably turning. Oh.
Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Hello.
Ready.
Oh, yeah. Kind of forgot that, well, Joshua or our other person's supposed to be here. Oop, everything has been dealt with. Even though we put a tornado on top of the people we were trying to save.
Now?
Oh. Okay. I bet I know what's coming. Something scary. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, no, he's scary.
We meet again.
Another one of these. Titus? Wait, what? Why is Titus here? This isn't his game. I was wondering if they would actually have fire there. Oh, they're both here. Well, that's good. Do not mind the just sheer number of hits we're getting in. Scathe fire? Neat. Ow. You did hit me. Laser beam. You really didn't get to do much. Once I get them into that stagger lock, they just burn down. There we go. I think we needed the fallen iron for something too. Oh, is there more? Oh, just one of you guys. Yeah, melted. Oh. Hello. Oh no.
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation by devoting themselves to the service of their Lord. Just as I did when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it.
Nah. Sadly, Kiraga does not work
my Lord Marquis.
In
I did not mean to trouble you
cutscenes.
with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril?
Because no matter how bad an attack seems like it would hurt you during combat, it will never kill you unless you are down to 0. And then you can just start over.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
Ah. They have become Akashic. They're leaving me alone? That's a first.
They are saved. Founder. I should get this report to Cyril.
Yeah. Wherever. Oh, he's probably just in here. We're already back here.
Marquis. Welcome back.
What
I'm glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Mickelberg report.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end. For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Yeah.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be. Only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them, and yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed.
You know, to be fair,
he died to save
these
them.
guys should really be carrying
He still
around a lot
believed
of
that what he
Phoenix
did was
Downs.
right.
Because that would have saved him. Because those actually work during
We of the
cutscenes.
Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his
And,
will.
you know, Phoenix Down is pretty easy to come
ultimate
by
expression of it.
when you just know the Phoenix.
All right.
Anyways.
I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them.
Yeah.
That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once.
Book of Martyrs.
My
That's
lord,
a title.
It has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours
It takes more time
is
to
no
listen
less
to the
important.
conversations than it does to get through the
I
fights
pray
now.
with all my heart for your success.
It's mostly
And
because
were they
I
here,
do the fights
I have no
efficiently
doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters
and a bit
would feel the
violently.
same.
Efficient violence. Or Calcum? Maybe? A gift? I was not expecting it to actually give it to me. that should mean we can get the Gutter Emerald. Dong, dong, dong. And they opened up my mind. Yes. We're getting some other accomplishments here too. I probably didn't need to go back. That's fine. Got Tremorong. I feel like there's a D in there, but it also... If I stick... Wait. If I say it with a D...
So what do I owe the honor?
It sounds like I'm saying... Okay, Gottar Damarung. But yeah, that is the strongest weapon we can get.
Should last you a good while.
Half past twilight.
Anything else?
Ooh. Yeah, that looks good. That was a bit surprising that I got it that soonish. Like, there's still things to do. Note of thanks to Cyril, the greatest gift from Jill. Got term wrong. And then, ooh, okay, cool. We got Clay Hearth signboard and Snow Daisy garland. I figured. So 1, 2, 3, 4 more things to get. And that is done. Which I'm guessing... one of them's probably going to be the final fight. And then the other is going to be one of these things. Ooh, okay. The Ravenwit Walls. This might be just flat combat for a minute. So we go do that.
Ready, go? Fly up.
Got
Doris
the
is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
Yep. Gottar Damarung comes in to play a few times. Like in Final Fantasy VII, it is an item that gives you the ability to access your strongest abilities that typically take a charge constantly. Like, things that take a charge typically aren't constant. But it gives you a very fast, slow charge in the Final Fantasy VII for limit breaks.
Corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most
And you
likely
can get,
guards left
I think,
behind from the
3 of
Warden's
them,
run.
but you also have to beat the
Chadwick was being
game,
held here.
I think,
I
under
worry that
certain
he may already be.
conditions, and then beat, like, a difficult boss and then a difficult DLC boss.
The ether stick is there.
But you can get 3,
Then I'll
which
search
means
the upper
each
level.
member of your party
Good
gets
luck,
1.
Sid. Stay safe.
But also, by the time you've gotten all 3, you probably don't need them because they're not going to be that useful.
How bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not.
I didn't assume a bearer could turn, but that's terrifying.
Locked up tight.
Oh. There are people. Oh, hello.
Garuda!
Ta-da! Alright, we kind of need you back over here. Oh, did you just get a full heal? Here. We'll just do the easy way out of this. Better. I think he got a full heal because I left combat. Rid of designation. I will not be reading.
This place was no ordinary
as
prison.
I do not know how.
And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
There's gonna be something dangerous in the center here, I'm sure. Hello? We'll just make bird happen. Ads. Oh no. This is not in like a super interesting part, it's just combat.
Caution, brother.
Anyways. So there was just that down there. How did we leave the area by going up there? Welcome back. We're still fighting Akashics. That guy just got pinned to the wall and beaten against. Inspect. What do we have? Recommendation concerning Kuza beast deployment.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Yeah. Cool. Ooh, what be this? I don't think we can get into that side.
They were feeding bearers to it.
Oh.
This is even worse than I'd feared.
You know, I like that he summarizes it for us. Because
Nothing but Akashic down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
We just need to... We're playing detective right now. Finding things, getting rid of dangerous ones, potentially. Oh, hello. Oh, this is Doris. I thought it was...
No lock downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Yep.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Still might be more... There might still be survivors.
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Okay.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet.
Aha.
Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Jailer's key, because we're just apparently going back to spelling jailer like that now. Just everywhere. Or jail. Or goal. Whatever you would like to call it. Hello, sir. I would like you to meet Phoenix. My bad. I thought you were still alive. Oh. That is slightly surprising. Something or a bunch of stuff kind of to sell because I don't need any of that anymore. It is weird that sometimes you just hear the squeaking of Clive's leather as we're running. Just squeak. Just that noise. It is a very, like, tight sequenced detail. Just concerning. We're gonna have to fight whatever that beast is. And I'm okay with that, considering.
Let's see what we can find down here.
I would hope to find a living person, but also... Ew. Well... Shucks and shoot. Amber. That is not a person. That is a person's name, but it is not a person.
A survivor. And she sounds close.
Hello. Oh dear.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here.
It is also funny that Ragnarok is the weapon that superseded, or that proceeded to happen before we got Götterdämmerung. So Ragnarok happened, and then the Twilight of the Gods.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster.
Oh.
Distracted it so I could
Joy.
run away. He must have sent you.
We do need to...
promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Oh. I think we have an idea.
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
I'm okay with this. Ooh, no.
It's out there waiting for me.
That is an
I can't
extra...
let it live.
That's an extra big behemoth.
Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
That is definitely an extra big behemoth. Wait. Where was that passage? There it is. Hello. Kuza Beast. Oh, hey, it's also a hunt. Alright then.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen. Silence, stone!
That hurts. And yoink to the ground. Just keeping it going. Oh, he has a lot of health. But we're chipping away. considering. That's honestly a huge amount. Oh, there's Comet.
Nice try. Too slow. Nice try.
Ow. I almost missed my chance there. Hello? That works. That was really cool. Oh, that was actually a really cool end scene. Or end screen for that fight.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
Oh.
No.
Was that like...
What is
the
it?
data?
A diary.
Oh.
I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He
Okay.
was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not.
Behemoths are
I'll
fun
see that she's
fights.
looked after from now
Although I
on.
was hoping that one would cast
It's the least I
Extinction
can
like
do.
the other one did. That's fine.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he
We
fought
keep getting
to the
sent
bitter
back
end
here.
To save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't
This
mind, that
might
is.
be the last thing we
course.
we managed to do today.
You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we
That's
escaped.
fair.
But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles.
Yeah.
And the curse breakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Quest complete. Cool. Nobody's tool. And 2,900. Gungnir. Right. Cool. Ooh, we have other, well, that might actually just be the one hunt, but we also get a reward over here. Oh, not you.
Clive!
I don't need anything out of you.
You watch yourself out there, all right?
Will do.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come
We
to
have
claim
a
your just
reward.
desserts.
To sail Forbidden Seas and Fallen Enigma.
You earned this.
Careful Whisper. Oh hey, we have everything
All done?
out of there. Which means there's more quests and hunts than there need to be for those rewards. Okay, we got you. Ooh, the Masterless Marauder. Alright, this is gonna be probably the last thing we do. I'm just gonna look up where it is and go there. Way over here. Ooh, actually, it's probably pretty close to this, actually. Yeah, we can maybe knock out a couple of these. I don't know what the fight is, but I know it's a fight. Oh, yeah, that looks about right. Just you? Are you my S rank? Yep. Another behemoth. Oh, wait. Not another behemoth. This is a behemoth king. The behemoth king. Let's see what he'd do. Oh, he's casting 4 horsemen. That's in itself pretty scary. Grab. Oh, he's casting a spell. Oh, I like that. Walk into his face. It is another big guy. He had, oh, he's level 47. Yeah, he's probably the biggest thing we are going to have to deal with. There. Ah. I was not sure where we were. Rain of Fire. Neat.
Nice try.
He's even bigger than the other ones, isn't he? Oh, he's doing a thing. So, okay, I was about to say I can't stagger him yet. And laser beam. I thought I was on the beam already. This is just an improved comet, apparently. Oh, hello.
I needed that.
I'm getting beat up a little bit. Let's use a potion for once.
Let darkness fall!
Ah, Apocalypse. Sure. This actually can increase the damage of my other abilities. Oh, it definitely does, because you don't normally do 500 base. Although I did recently get an upgrade, so... And... Zentetsuken! For the finisher? Yeah. I like that. Oh, hey, there's more Orichalcum, too.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
And we have beaten another one and give Torgal pets.
Torgal.
I got caught in some rough fight there. Alright, Ambrosia.
Run like the wind.
What I think we will do now, since it is basically time for me to go, and I want to end it before stream would end, I'm going to save. And I believe I'll see you guys next time. So if you don't know, I work from Friday to Sunday, normal hours, or long hours for me. So we'll be back on Monday with, I think, the last of this. Then, I guess going forward, we'll be playing Pokemon a little bit. We have Elden Rings coming back off the back burner eventually. Just got to get Silver prepped and ready. He's got his internet back, finally. But yeah, to everyone out there, please stay safe, have a nice one, and we'll see you next time. Bye.